much money did Superman lost? We knew that Superman made around 500 and something up to
Yeah.
600
I
million
think
dollars.
the last one was 615.
All
Yes,
right.
the last one.
Okay.
And just for our anime fans there, the animated, full-length anime movie of Demon Slayer, who I have never watched, uh, it's not my thing. But that animated movie beat Superman with 616 million.
Our
Let that sink in.
our volume was a bit low.
Okay. I
I
hope they heard that
I
then.
just fixed it.
So
I
yeah.
just fixed it. So,
Uh, mhm.
okay, guys, let's start this over because, like I said, I have to cut these all in videos. We're gonna address the comments after every topic.
Cut it into
That's the
tiny
only
little
way to keep
pieces.
this tight.
Yeah.
So it would make good videos, and we can still address you guys, still watch the chat. So guys, Superman made around 615 million.
Mhm.
As we know, this is not comparable to Man of Steel,
No.
who made 600 and well, almost 700
Almost
million
700
basically.
million. Yeah.
It's not comparable at all because back then, when you adjust for inflation, tickets sold in numbers
Mhm.
for Men of Steel are double. So two times as many people went to the theater. Two
Mhm.
times more people went to the theater in comparison to the numbers of people that actually saw Superman 2025. So that's the sad part. Of course, we did expect that. We have been covering the movie since the costume was
Since the
revealed.
costume, yeah.
Just it was on my the 40K channel. It was on my main channel because we didn't have this channel. We didn't have the gaming channel. So we covered this. We called it basically. We said if a director is willing, and we have to touch upon this when we talk about
Mhm.
James Gunn, if
Yeah.
a director is willing to put Superman in such a thick, horrible, absolutely no muscle definition blob of a costume, you gotta know that he does not respect Superman. You gotta know that he doesn't understand the essence of Superman. He doesn't respect his strength, his masculinity, what makes Superman super.
Mhm.
That was obvious by this choice alone. And then he proved it when we actually saw the movie. We saw that he was a whiny little bitch, excuse my language. He was behaving like an immature brat. Like
He was
he's
naive
not,
as hell.
yeah, he's not, it's if, it's, sorry, it's as if he's not 30 years old. He is
Mhm.
like 15,
Yeah.
like super boy, but really a boy. So the whole movie was a disgrace, unfortunately. There were some good moments that we appreciated, like the fact that he's really good and compassionate. But James Gunn doesn't know that being good and compassionate does not mean that you are naive
Yeah.
and you will allow somebody to mess with you like the rest of the Justice Gang, and you will think that there's good in Lex Luthor, where he killed a man in front of your eyes. An innocent man. You even cried about it because everybody cries in that
Mhm.
movie. So James Gunn only understands and can portray goodness by emotionally immature characters that cry and bitch, just like Lex Luthor as well.
Exactly.
The rest of the cast were not even developed. They were barely there, just as props on the screen, like Perry White, who was black. Are
Again.
you kidding me?
Again.
Are you kidding me, James Gunn? So, whatever you pick in this movie, even how Lois dresses, and she dressed horribly. I mean, that actress,
Mm.
I totally forgot her name. Once again.
Uh, Rachel Brosnahan
Thank you.
was that? Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not looking bad. Actually, in real life, I saw her in some red carpet appearing.
Mhm.
She has big, natural looking boobs. I mean, they do look natural. She's a kind of like a feminine woman, but they didn't show that.
Yeah,
They
not
dressed her
her,
horribly.
but then the other one, the Cat Grant, they
Ah,
dressed in
yeah.
a sexier way for no reason.
Yeah, and she had like two lines, and we were
Yeah,
supposed to care when they got onto that Mr. Terrific ship that kind of looked like something out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
Anyway, the stamp of James Gunn was all over this movie.
Mm.
Even the scene with freaking Mr. Terrific and the orbs was something out of.
Guardians of the
Guardians of
Galaxy
the
2,
Galaxy.
there is a scene with Yandu there when they escape
Exactly.
the prison. Also, let's not forget his horrible take on the fact that Superman's parents want him to take over the Earth and things like that, and he
Yes.
has to be better than what they want him to, which is again a retread of something that happened in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Star-Lord and his father, who turned out to be a douchebag and want him to take over the world. And it's the same kind of thing, nurture versus nature. We saw that many times, not to mention they did it on Smallville and in Invincible. But it works there. It doesn't work with Superman. His characters, James Gunn's characters, are always some emotionally immature guys, much like Star Wars, by the way, who is not like that in the comic books, but oh boy, yeah, James Gunn. Oh,
Oh,
is that the trailer?
yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear Clayton. I'm gonna put it like on the side. We're gonna open it later.
Yeah, Mahendra. Okay, we address that trailer, but that's in the movie. In the comic books, that's not his dad. Just wanted to say because I'm a comic book nerd and can't stand
You're supposed to be.
unpunctuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was a bit of an intro on what we wanted to talk about, but let's dig in. So basically, we wanted to just say, of course, this movie is going to fail. It's
Yeah.
not Superman. It pooped on the lore even of his
The lore
parents.
of,
It
yeah.
pooped on the characters. It pooped. Sorry. It crapped on his costume. Everything. It screams not Superman. Even the shots that were so uncomplimentary of David Cornswell, how he looked like
Yeah.
this shot here, he's not as handsome and as Henry Cavill, but they can definitely make him look as similar as possible. At least, I mean, more Superman. But they didn't do that.
Yeah.
He only looks really handsome in like 2 shots of the whole movie.
In the end of the movie,
Yeah.
when he kind of feels like Superman in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Only for this to be again pooped on in the second end credit scene when they made him a kind of an idiot.
Yes.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
The last scene with Lois when they met and they kissed and how they talked and he said Miss Lane, and that was the only Superman thing like the whole time.
Totally.
It didn't make any sense how he was beaten with all the moves that Lex Luthor screamed at the screen.
B16.
How can he scream moves and the Superman's double to basically execute them before Superman can do anything? He can
Exactly.
perceive things so much faster, and the reactions of Lex Luthor are the reactions of Lex Luthor.
He can hear that.
He can actually hear
all
it.
those things.
Yeah, he can
actually
hear it because the thing that is in the ears of the stupid Ultraman, he can hear that,
he
but
can hear it like
they
that.
never address that.
Yeah.
So this whole fight with Ultraman is bullshit. It's
Also,
bull crap.
you know what other thing occurred to me?
Yeah,
You
what?
know, and maybe there is no explanation in the movie. I'm sure that people will have theories, but if it's not explained in the movie, that means that James Gunn didn't thought
think
of
about
that.
it.
So, why on earth Superman does not know who is behind the mask of Ultraman? He has X-ray vision.
Mm-hmm.
Why on earth he doesn't use it to see who is that guy? Oh, he looks like me.
Yeah, no.
Why?
He didn't use it to
People will say maybe because Lex researched Superman and he put a
let on it.
letter line. But
where?
but we don't know that.
Yeah,
Nobody
where?
says that. Lex
Yeah.
doesn't say, and there is a letter on his suit. Yeah.
No,
So,
that's not explained.
yeah.
Okay, let's continue. So let's read the article, guys, and then we're going to go back to the comments. So Forbes claimed James Gunn's Superman lost money in theatrical run. Report alleges this year premiere 42 million short of profitability. After months of speculation about the financial outcome of James Gunn's Superman, a new report from Forbes has made the situation plain. The film reportedly did not recoup costs during its theatrical run, while writer Tim Lammers stops short of using the word flop. His own math makes it clear that Superman lost money in theaters, and Warner Bros. Is now depending on digital and streaming sales to fill the gap. The numbers don't lie. According to Forbes, Superman closed its domestic run on October 2nd, 2025, after 84 days in theaters. The film earned 354.2 million domestically and another 261.1 million internationally, for a worldwide total of 615.8 million. Sounds impressive until you factor in the cost.
Mhm.
Forbes cites a 225 million production budget and a 125 million worldwide marketing budget, figures first reported by Variety. That puts Warner Bros. Total investment at roughly 350 million before residuals, interest, or studio overhead. Lammers notes that studios typically split box office receipts 50-50 with theaters, meaning that of Superman's 650.8 million worldwide gross, Warner Bros. Would retain about 308 million. That's a shortfall of 42 million against total cost, and that's before any residual payments or additional expenses are included. In plain terms, Forbes has confirmed what many analysts already suspected. Superman lost money at the box office.
Mm.
But what about tax credits? Some might argue that Superman's production budget of 225 million doesn't tell the full story, since large-scale films often benefit from tax incentives that reduce net costs. In this case, Warner Bros. Filmed significant portions of Superman in Cleveland, Ohio, and Toronto, Canada, both regions known for aggressive film rebate programs. Ohio offers up to 30% in qualifying credits, while Ontario's provincial incentive adds another 20-25% on eligible expenditures. Not every dollar of the production qualifies, but industry analysts estimate these combined incentives likely shaved 10 to 15 of the total budget. The would sorry that would
That would.
reduce the film's effective production cost somewhere in the 190s to 100 million range after rebates. A meaningful saving, but not enough to change the outcome. When paired with Variety's reported 125 million global marketing spend, Superman still cost Warner Bros. Roughly 325 million in total.
Oh boy.
Even using those lower numbers, the Forbes calculation still shows the studio taking in about 308 million from its share of ticket sales, leaving Superman at least 10 minus 20, 10 to 20, million short of breaking even in theaters before accounting for residuals or interest. In other words, even after tax breaks, Superman remained in the red from its theatrical run. A polite disclaimer, but the damage is done. Lammers acknowledges the obvious in the Forbes report, writing, even going with 308 million before taking the other expenses into account, Superman's net falls below the 350 million Warner Bros. Spent on the production of the film and marketing. But then comes the corporate hedging. Whether Superman will ultimately end up making or losing money, though, is yet to be determined, since Warner Bros. Will earn money from premium video on demand, streaming video on demand, and other revenue streams. Technically that's true. Studios often recoup additional funds through post-theatrical windows like home video, PVOD, and licensing. But for a tentpole film designed to launch a new cinematic universe, needing home sales to break even is an un-
Unmistakable.
unmistakable sign of underperformance. In modern Hollywood economics, theatrical profit isn't optional. It's the foundation that justifies everything else. When a film of this size falls short in theaters, no amount of post run trinkle revenue can change the optics, contradicting Variety's profit claim. what makes the Forbes analysis even more striking is how directly it contradicts Variety's earlier reporting on the film's profitability. In August, Variety published an article celebrating Warner Bros. Historic box office streak, claiming that Superman had earned a theatrical profit of roughly 125 million, which would make it more profitable than Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, despite making less money overall. The narrative was widely repeated across the entertainment press and even credited in our own prior coverage here at That Park Place. But now the math from Forbes points a completely different picture. If Superman only brought back about 308 after exhibitor cuts, and the studio spent 350 million producing and marketing it, then Variety's projection was off by roughly 165 million. That's not a rounding error, that's a total reversal. The question now is how Variety could have been so far off in its analysis. Either the publication sources at Warner Bros. Provided incomplete data, or the initial reporting leaned heavily on internal optimism rather than post run accounting. A rough start for Gunn's DC universe. This was, this was supposed to be the dawn of a new era. The first film from DC Studios under co-chairs James Gunn and Peter Safran. Instead, it's a sobering financial reality check. Even though Forbes and Variety don't use the word flop, their figures speak for themselves. Theatrically, sorry, there's a lot of
A lot of text.
yeah. Theatrically, Superman ran in the red and lost money, and while Warner Bros. Is moving full steam ahead on Supergirl and the other DC projects, the financial data makes clear that the reboot's debut chapter was anything but triumph that fans were promised. If this is how the DCU begins, it raises uncomfortable questions about how long Warner Bros. Can afford to chase Gunn's vision before investors start to demand a course correction. So that's very well written.
Yeah, exactly. Really
And
good math over here.
and again, the other thing to remember, guys, before we continue to your comments, is that, like I've said, what Man of Steel did was back when there was not, no inflation. Now the tickets are double the price. There was some shots on Twitter about that. So the tickets now cost double. That is where the theatrical run of Superman comes in. I mean, that is where we see that number of 615 million. But Man of Steel tickets costed 2 times less, and 2 times more people came to the theater, and that is a fact.
Yeah.
So the interest in this type of a Superman, this interpretation of Superman, which is not Superman, people are not that dumb, because a lot of the older generation that actually have money to give, just have money to spend, in the time, the attention span to go and see the movie these days, those people remember the Christopher Reeve
Yeah.
movies. Those
Yeah.
people read comic books. Some of those people were around, when the Superman animations were on, because
Yeah, especially the animated series from
yeah,
1996.
if you're a kid in the 90s or the 2000s, you remember how Superman's supposed to be. We actually
Hell,
did a video about,
yeah.
for Superman right here. It's a video that is named What Makes Superman Superman. You can go and see it, in which we highlight the animation, the Superman
The
animations.
Superman, the animated series.
Yes, and what makes Superman Superman there is presented in just absolutely a perfect way. He was amazingly presented with a lot of respect, intelligence, profound episodes.
Exactly.
Nothing like that we see today.
And by the way,
Nothing.
fun fact: the guys who made the animation, because they're the same guys who did in the Batman the animated series, are not even as much of Superman fans.
But
By
they
the
still
way,
did the
but
better
they still
job.
did their job. They still did their job
I'm
because
disgusted.
they learned. They even said actually what we did with Superman the animated series is better because we learned from Batman the animated series. what to do and how to do it, and we did it here better. And they're not even so. They said that they're not even such a big Superman fans, but they did their job correctly. Again, you know, unlike James Gunn, who from the very first promo shot of that movie, we knew, and we said it many times, we knew that it's going to be dumb and disrespectful to Superman with that image there of him sitting sat in his apartment, putting his boot on,
Yes,
which was
exactly.
actually turned out that it's his putting it off.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
That is not how you show Superman the first time. There's no
Exactly,
honor
exactly. Yeah.
in this shot. There's no
No,
manliness. There's
not
no
for
nothing.
the first shot of a suit review and the very first shot of your movie. Just there is not honor with that. And then the trailer came and he tried to play on our nostalgia notes with that music that is kind of like the Christopher Reeve music but modern, so that you get the fifis, the the
Fifis.
fifis,
Yes, we are immature little children.
but it didn't work. I mean,
I mean, nostalgia cannot win us back
no, no,
because
no.
there's nothing to be nostalgic about. I mean, what made a nostalgia before was quality and genuine entertainment, like real meaning.
Yeah,
Nothing like that this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing
Okay,
like that.
let's address the comments because we know that we started late. So we gotta hurry up here. Okay, so let's see from both channels. Okay, Joey on the gaming channel, superhero channel. I'm gonna go a bit back just before we started talking about this. Hi to Ceci7372. Superman is a good compare to Peacemaker. Talk about crap, it's Peacemaker. Of course, Peacemaker
Of
is
course,
crap,
of
but let
course.
me tell you this, and this is a piece of logic here.
Yeah.
Just because something is absolute shithole of a depravity and degeneracy doesn't mean that something else isn't bad. It means that both things can stand alone and how bad
At
they
being
are.
bad, yes.
Because this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is not degenerate in that way that Peacemaker is. Peacemaker goes to the worst things that I ever seen in any show or a movie. It crosses all the lines of decency, morality, integrity of the DC universe and characters. Crosses all of them.
Let's
So, but they're both very bad in their own ways because Superman, the Superman movie, craps on Superman in such a disgusting way because it makes him look weak, emasculates him, it makes him look naive,
naive, yeah.
shows that goodness can only be naive. There's so many messages the way that everything is done here that insults your intelligence. Everything.
And insults who Superman is.
Insults who Superman is to his core.
Yeah.
And so insults who Lex Luthor is to his core.
Yeah, even that, yeah.
Insults everybody. It didn't give enough time to develop even characters. There were just there's so many things that are wrong here. Illogical inconsistencies. I mean, plot holes galore. Not only that, but like we said, even the fact that Superman is fighting Ultraman and he can't hear how Lex Luthor is shouting commands in his ear. What?
Yeah.
He can hear things kilometers away. That's not explained at all. How did Lex Luthor manage to say those things and the Ultraman reacted faster? I mean, he will react as fast as Lex Luthor gives commands. He cannot react faster than that because he is dependent on every word that Lex Luthor says. So none of this makes sense. The parents thing is a disgrace and disgusting act of changing the whole Superman lore and nature of Superman to say that his freaking parents are like someone from Immortals. They're like Viltrumites. They wanna go and F all the women on Earth, like get a harem son. It's great, populate the Earth. Take it off. What?
Let's say it that way. If Peacemaker is like having the crappiest of the crappiest menu in the worst diner ever, then this Superman should be like McDonald's. But then again, why would I go eat in McDonald's where before that with Man of Steel I was eating in a 6-star restaurant?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I do that? And the only reason why he pooped like that on this Superman, and not even worse, is because they didn't let him make it rated R,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
example.
Exactly.
Because he would love to do that, I'm sure. And then we would have seen a harem, and then we would have seen another orgy or whatever other stupid things James going want to show. Because apparently he has issues, a lot of issues.
Apparently. For
I don't know
sure.
how his wife can put up with that, but still,
She's probably crazy,
but she's
just like
probably
him.
crazy just like him.
Yeah.
So who knows about that? So the fact that something is worse than another thing does not make the first better. I mean, we don't have to really be okay with that just because this is worse.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be like that.
that is just like one of my girlfriends uh try to try to excuse her boyfriend for being a complete jerk to her by saying, well, nobody's perfect. I'm like, listen, girl, nobody is perfect, but to have a guy that actually abuses you mentally and sometimes physically, it's so far away from perfect that it's not functional, it's not okay, it's not
Yeah.
humane. So you better start, thinking more about self-preservation and self-respect and having some dignity, because you're not gonna have a good relationship like that. So the fact that nobody is perfect doesn't mean that you have to eat shit.
And settle up with
Yeah,
that,
whatever
just
shit. I apologize.
you
I
know.
really don't talk like that. I really don't.
No, when it's shit,
But
so
this time, James Gunn crossed all the lines, and I really hate to say it, but I don't like to be correct about things that are bad, but that's always what happens.
yeah. And I really I heard and read in several reviews and heard some people to say that, well, that movie kind of reminds me Superman the animated series.
What?
How exactly? Because he behaves like in a cartoon. If anything, it's more like the Super Friends TV show from Hanna-Barbera from the 60s, or was it the 70s?
When they thought the
If
superheroes are only
are
goofy.
only idiots, yes. If anything is that, but even that Superman there was not that naive. And when people say, oh, no, it's lighthearted like Christopher Reeve's movie, Christopher Reeve's,
It's not
his
lighthearted at all.
Superman did not behave like a naive idiot. He did not say things like, oh, I'm not messing around, I'm doing important stuff. Or he's watching the building there and says, oh, sometimes I can be such an idiot or such a jerk or whatever
For
it
no
was there for
reason.
no reason. Or sure, voice, I'll give you an interview.
With that voice.
With that
With
voice,
that tone.
exactly, with that voice. When did Christopher Lee Superman behave like that? Never. It was always man. Even the guy in the freaking Superboy TV show from the end of the 80s, the 90s, and it was Superboy, even he did not behave like a boy. He actually behaved like a man. He was 30. But
He was a man.
he was a man, basically. But even he behaved like Superman. Even in that show. If you haven't seen it, guys, watch it. It's great 90s cheese, by the way, so
Funny how
amazing.
that happens. Okay, we're really on a freaking rant here,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
gotta get to the comments, and it's almost 11
At,
o'clock.
at any rate, the movie didn't make money.
Yes, and we knew that.
Yes, and it's not because Snyder fans boycotted it or things like that. No, it just didn't. People are not dumb. People don't like eating crap anymore, and that's just period.
So Dear Titan says, have you seen the so we are done with that. Have you seen, okay, let me remove that so I know where I
So we can
am.
see better. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the latest trailer for season 4? The
The
Witcher.
Witcher.
Liam Hemsworth does not suit the role. Even his lines are not get out. Yeah, he acts like a thug basically. I mean, I like him as an actor, but he's not get out. I mean, no one can replace freaking Henry Cavill. I mean, he's too plain. He's handsome. He has amazing physique. He has broad shoulders, all of that. He has the stature. He just doesn't have the spunk.
Yeah.
He just doesn't.
Something is missing, as we
Yeah.
say. Hey, Jeremiah. Jeremiah over at the gaming channel.
Yeah, Jeremiah. Hey, Finch, you actually have the wrench, so maybe that went through when I did it.
Oh yeah. He does have it, yeah.
Yeah, when we want to watch horrible degenerates, you're just gonna watch The Boys. Really?
Exactly.
Because Finch
And he
mentioned
says
The Boys.
the voice, yeah. Finch, I don't know why you prefer Homelander. The guy is evil. I mean, you know, you should have better example than that.
Well, Jake, about One Punch Man, he says never really gotten into the Punch Man. It just didn't catch my interest, possibly due to the me being a massive One Piece fan. Well, yeah, but they have absolutely nothing in
I have
common.
nothing. I'm also a One Piece fan. I haven't watched everything because
Yeah.
you know, but my favorite is Zoro. From there, I like all the guys. Then they're great. Zoro is just my all-time favorite for that. But I'm also in a One Punch Man.
And by the way, Jeremiah came. Hey, Jeremiah. Thank you so for coming. We're just going through the comments before the next section. To Thomas as well. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
So, Jeremiah and everybody else, if you like to donate, please go to the G Hammer Empress channel and live stream, because that's gonna be amazing. We really appreciate it. If you can, just go to the superhero channel to watch there for the watch hours, which still helps. We don't watch the Gen V Finch because we're just not interested in more degeneracy. Like one for the main guys, it's enough. Thomas, I understand you've never been a fan of Superman, but he's really, really amazing.
He says that Homelander is funnier.
Yeah, Luke says,
Superman
I
is
don't
funny.
care, I love this Superman. I'm not sure how.
Okay.
I mean, okay, but I'm not
Good
sure
for you.
how.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
if you
not
love
sure
the
how too.
Superman in general, you should be able to see how he was brought down and kicked in the nuts. And he was kicked in the nuts, by the way. I never seen that in any movie or animation, Superman being kicked in the nuts.
Technically, he didn't have nuts. No.
What?
Just
technically, yes, because
technically
he's
he didn't
a
have nuts.
yeah, he's a pussy.
He was emasculated. Just to say to Thomas, if you watch because you think Superman is not funny, I have no idea why people think that about Superman, you know. But anyway, if you watch the animated series from 1996 that we talked about, there is a great episode with Superman and Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Oh boy.
Who is you know, this being from another dimension that wants to mess with Superman. The only way to make him go away is to make him say his name backwards. So something like Zippelpitskim or something like that. Whatever. Schmitalik. And Superman tricks him by the first time by saying, you want to play a game, but there are rules in the game. Your game does not have rules. And he said, okay, if you make me say my name backwards, I'll go away. He said, I can't even say your name forward. How can I say it backwards? No, you idiot. You have to make me say it. Say what? And he disappears.
He's so dumb.
So here you go. Superman is great. Or the second time he comes back and he says to him, oh, it's you, Mr. Kazip. No, it's Mr. Kazip. Yes. So here you go. Fun, you see?
Fun, yeah.
Exactly.
He just tricked him so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, let's get to the next section. I'm finally able to. Jeremiah wrote that I don't see what in the chat. You wanted to say something, but I don't see what. Doesn't that episode have Batman in a teenage girl's body?
No, that was another thing.
What?
Yeah. No, it's not in
Okay,
that
guys.
episode.
Okay, guys. So very unexpectedly, but it's time for freaking
Oh boy.
One Punch Man trailer.
Oh
We
boy.
just waited for like what, 3 years? How many
boy.
years we're waiting for this?
By that time I lost count, you know.
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Off topic, you know.
Mm.
We'll do it now.
We're doing it
doing
now.
Yes.
Okay, guys, let's get ready. Let's see.
子供が人質だと。
このメンバーで怪人アジトに殴り込み、実に単純でいいな。
とにかく強けりゃいいのよ。全部私に任せなさい。
人質を見殺しにする気ですか？
現状まともに戦えるのは
俺がいない間に好き勝手にやらせてくれたお礼を。今こそがヒーロー協会最大の正念場。
いよいよお待ちかねの S 級ヒーローたちが送り込まれてくる。 S 級ヒーローは手強いぞ。各自戦闘準備しておけ。
誰でもいい。ヒーローの首を持ってこい。お客さんだぞ、埼玉くん。
また鈴木氏遊びに来たようだよ。
ねえ、なんでお前の攻撃一発で俺の育てたモンスターすぐ死んだのかな。なんでお前いんの？
緊急事態 たいよ。
こっちには S 級以上のヤバすぎる奴らが揃ってる。特に最大レベル竜の幹部の連中は奇跡のような強さを誇る。
少年を助けて怪人協会をやっつけてくるよ。
俺がお前らにも与えてやる恐怖。ヒーローの首一つくれ取ってやるぜ。なめんじゃねえ。俺は怪人だ。
Strongest versus
Strongest versus
scariest?
scariest. Yes, that's the
ふ
monster association
う
arc.
食った食った
Or
ごちそうさまんとヒヒさてと
Hey, that's from the
あ
manga.
れ
Mm.
財布がない
Oh, he's so dumb.
Pum pum pum. Yeah, great arc is
子
that
供
one.
が人質だと。
Really excited and, yeah,
この
there
メ
is
ン
no
バーで
action.
怪人アジトに殴り込み実に単純でいいな。
とにかく強けりゃいいのよ。全部私に任せなさい。
人質を見殺しにする気ですか？
現状まともに戦えるのは俺がいない間に好き勝手にやらせてくれたお礼を。今こそがヒーロー協会最大の正念場。
いよいよお待ちかねの S 級ヒーローたちが送り込まれてくる。 S 級ヒーローは手強いぞ。各自戦闘準備しておけ。
誰でもいいヒーローの首を持ってこい。
This, yeah.
お客さんだぞ埼
It is
玉
also
君。
very
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
unexpected
the
things
trailer,
could
the
happen.
trailer. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that it's so loud. There was another volume that I didn't see, so you didn't hear anything we said, probably. Can you hear us now compared to the trailer? I wondered why this didn't do anything to desktop. So testing. How is it now, guys? How is it now?
Testing.
Testing. Da, 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 da. Just missed what Logan said.
Ah,
Well,
okay.
Much better now.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
As I
okay.
was saying, I said that this
Thanks
is a
so
great arc. Indeed, the great arc that we have in the manga, and can't wait to see it here, because in the trailer really we don't see action, but again, not I don't think that everything is ready. They made everything yet so that they can actually show us action, so that we see more like a steals and things like that. But we do see the main players from the monsters that we're going to see. We do see and more of the other heroes, because more will appear. We see more from them. Actually, that arc, one of the things is that it's not turning so much around Saitama. Actually, but that's the thing. Actually, the shtick with him is that he will appear when he has to appear, you know, because that's the one punch thing that we need. In the meantime, we will actually get to know more of the others, and they make it that way, at least in the manga. They really build those characters so good that you actually care for them. You don't feel that they're side characters, they feel like main characters. Much like Jake, by the way, with One Piece. It's not just Luffy, it's actually the whole crew that feel like main characters that could have the show of their own, but they are together. You could have a favorite, but they all work together well, and you know that they are all the main characters. It's not just Luffy and his crew. It's not just like in Avengers, it's not just Captain America and the other guys, or in Justice League, Superman and the other guys, or Batman and his bitches, as they used to say before about the Justice League, you know.
You know what? I just figured out that if you just somehow prevent Saitama to breathe, maybe that will finally defeat.
Oh no, I think they will fight in space or on the moon or something like that. I forget. Man of Culture wasn't on the moon, but let's not.
That doesn't make
yes.
any sense. But okay.
What makes sense in that
I don't know.
anime
I
anyway?
mean, he was just a human that just did push-ups and became
We
this.
still don't know, by the way, if that's true or if that's what he says.
Ah.
Some people theorize. We really don't know, you know. But if that's it, that makes it even more ridiculous, which is the funny part.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is very funny. because when he's actually a badass, when he fights, he's drawn with the muscles, with the cool face. But when he's not doing anything, he's drawn like a complete schmuck.
Exactly. He's a
Like
complete schmuck when he's not.
yeah, he's like
is,
no one, like absolute douche. But anyway, that's one of the most cute things, like adorable things
Absolutely.
about
absolutely.
Saitama. So
I
here we go.
hope that we'll just continue to have a great anime like so far, and never this should be touched into live action. It's good enough like that. Thank you.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to say one thing, that not the movie. No. One Piece was great,
Yeah, that was bad.
you know, but the Cowboy Bebop, for example,
No.
no. So yeah.
So Saitama trailer, we were very surprised. Thanks for telling us, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments about it. And yeah, let's proceed to the next topic actually, which is going to be about the superhero games. I just need 1 second to load it, guys. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Thomas, I also
In a
like
bunch.
Dragon Ball Z, but I can enjoy this too. Dragon Ball Z is great, one of my
Yeah.
favorites. But still, I can enjoy lots of things. This is just combines two of the things I love, you know, anime and superheroes. So yeah, let's go to the next one.
Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. This is going to be on the gaming channel, by the way.
Do you want me to read?
No,
your
no,
title, or-
I will read. All right, guys. So now we have every Marvel and DC game releasing in 2026. I'm excited with a grain of salt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's yeah. Okay, so
Okay, Thomas.
Thomas, don't wear panties. Well, that's just a tiny detail.
Okay, don't get your boxers in a bunch.
Yes,
Which is don't get a wedgie.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So, every Marvel and DC game releasing in 2026, is there one... Sorry. If there's one thing people love, it's a superhero story. These days, not a year goes by without an influx of new superhero content, from new MCU installments to DC TV series and beyond. And then there are the video games, from superhero shooters like Marvel Rivals to mobile squad battles like DC World Collide. There's no shortage of superhero games to choose from. This last year has brought some painful news about cancelled superhero video games, including Warner Bros., Wonder Woman, and EA's Black Panther. But even so, 2026 is still bringing us plenty of brand new Marvel and DC games to look forward to. I'm going to stop it right here, guys, because I want to say something. Although they did mention some games, those games are nothing to me. We need a story-driven games.
Yes.
Just like the Batman games were. We need a legit Superman game.
Yes.
This Wonder Woman game was turning into like a live service, so I wouldn't want that. But we didn't know that at the very beginning when they just showed the
A
CGI.
live service with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
What were you going to do? Buy stuff at Themyscira?
I don't know, it's stupid. So
Jesus
they
Christ.
canceled it. We didn't know that that's the case, so now I'm kind of happy that we're not getting that, but we want a story-driven, normal third-person action game. Is that... I mean, that's the bread and butter of games when it
Exactly.
comes to superheroes. There was a Captain America game when
Captain
the
America
first
game.
movie came out.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty fun game.
There was a Thor game.
There's a Thor game, I played it on the Xbox 360 when I had it. It wasn't very good. But still, I had fun with it when that happened. It was just like surface level fun. It wasn't something very special. Now, Black Panther that EA canceled, I didn't know about that, so I don't really care. But okay. The point is, we need a Superman game. We need Rio games. They can mention shooters like Marvel Rivals Mobile Squad Battles, that is pathetic. I don't think of those games as like serious games. They're just like filler. When you can't do anything in your free times on the toilet and you
Exactly.
play a mobile game. I don't play mobile games for years now, so I don't even use my phone for that. Marvel Rivals, I played it. It's just like Overwatch. I
It's
rather
fun for
play
20
Overwatch
minutes,
sometimes. And sometimes not even fun
That's
for
it.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
I honestly can't care.
Although I have a
Couldn't care less
colleague
about that.
who said that she spends most of her time with that game, and I say apparently
What?
much of
She
a free
doesn't have
time.
anything else to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm continuing. Despite some big cancellation this year, superhero fans will have a few new games to enjoy in 2026. The slate right now leans heavily towards Marvel properties, but DC fans can look forward to at least one confirmed release next year. The lineup is a mix of superhero fighting games, single hero led narrative adventures, and of course a solid Lego spin off. Oh my gosh. Here is every Marvel and DC game with a confirmed
2026.
2026 release window so far. None of these games has a firm release date just yet, but they are listed roughly in order of when we can expect them to debut. So Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, where Captain America looks like a complete douche.
Yeah,
Really don't like it. Like, I mean, his face looks so ugly, kind of like that guy that plays American Agent. Looks like him.
Like a US agent.
Yeah, looks like US
Kurt
agent.
Russell's son.
Yes,
Yes.
looks like him. It's ridiculous.
Well,
So, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra lets players take up the mantle of not one but two iconic Marvel heroes. The game stars both Black Panther and Captain America, or douche, as they team up to take on Hydra. Is coming to us from Skydance New Media and will be the first Marvel game the studio has created. We don't know too much about this game, which was originally slated to release in 2025. Since that initial delay, Rise of Hydra has had an early 2026 release date attached to it. So, barring any additional delays, this may well be the first major superhero game release of the year. Skydance hasn't yet confirmed the platforms for Marvel 1943, but it will likely be a multi-platform release.
now, just a quick clarification. That ain't no T'Challa there. Just
Yeah,
for
that's
the
not
people who
T'Challa.
wonder, because it's 1943.
That's his father.
His grandfather.
His grandfather?
Yeah.
So, not even his father.
And it's not even his father. Yeah.
That's an Austin
There,
Power.
there is there is a comic book about that actually shows how Captain America in this version of Black Panther met for the first time. They had to kick each other's butt and things like that. Nobody won, I think. Or was it? It was of a quick draw, but maybe they're going to do that over there. Have no idea who is the woman sitting next to Captain America. She looks like Shuri, but it shouldn't be.
Diversity.
Or in 1943, or that's actually T'Challa, and we'll go back and forth in time. I have no idea, but okay. Just for now, as we say, he looks ugly. But if it's a good, single player game, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Next, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Okay.
Especially for a man of culture.
Yeah, I am not attracted to these games in general. I just like realistic games like this one, so I hope that this one is third person, like it looks like action game. That's what I need. So Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Though many DC games have been hit or miss over the years, Batman has had some of the best video games adaptations to date, and recently fans were treated to the official reveal of the long-rumored fourth Lego Batman installment. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight will take players through the events of several iconic Batman movies with Arkham-inspired mechanics. During the official reveal trailer, Warner Bros. Games TT Games and LEGO confirmed a 2026 release window for the newest LEGO Batman installment. We don't have details on whether it will be early or later in the year, but given the polish already present in the trailer and the amount of detail revealed, a delay looks unlikely. LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight will release on Xbox Series X, XS, PS5, Nintendo Switch
Xbox.
2, and PC. Xbox.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't care.
I
Personally.
would play it with my son, for example. Why not? I mean, it's Lego. I like Lego. I would be I would be curious to see how on earth did they put the Arkham mechanics here. I want to see that.
Yeah.
It should be fun, but really not the first in my list actually. But the next one though.
The next one though, Marvel Talk-On. What the heck is Talk-On?
Something in Japanese.
Marvel Talk-On.
I think it was the company.
Marvel Talk-On. Finding Souls. PS5 games recently got to experience a closed beta test for Arc System Works' new Marvel game, Marvel Talk-On Fighting Souls. Despite having plenty to show off in 2025, the superhero tag team fighter doesn't release until 2026. Marvel Talk-On has already shown off an impressive roster of playable characters and plenty of gameplay to keep fans interested. The game brings a comic book style to the superhero fighter genre, making it an exciting fit for fans of arcade beat-em-ups who don't prefer pixel art. The exact release date isn't confirmed, but Marvel Talk-On Fighting Souls is expected in 2026 in PC and PS5. So
yes.
I would say this looks very, very, very good.
Yeah, very excited for that because I love fighting games. They wrote that that's arcade beat 'em up. No, it's arcade fighting game. But really, that to me is the new Marvel versus Capcom because it looks like exactly that style, but really better done because it's like drone, still kind of flat, it's not 3D that is going to the arena is going to turn, but that's the appeal of those games. And depending on which characters, I hope, because I haven't seen which characters, but I hope that we will have just main guys. I don't wanna have to choose between things like Kamala Khan and Wonder Man.
And her ass.
And what was his name from Agatha?
Don't forget about her ass.
Oh yeah, and
It's very important.
Wiccan. Who was it? And his ass too.
And his ass.
I want the main guys.
Yeah.
The big hitters. That's with who I wanna play.
We really have to hurry up here.
Yes. Next one.
Okay, and now we have the controversial game of the century, Marvel's Wolverine. After a long silence that had fans worried, a new gameplay trailer for Insomniac's Marvel's Wolverine has finally emerged, and it shows off the adamantium action in full display, leaving many fans excited to play through Logan's story. Insomniac hasn't narrowed it on an exact release date yet, but the game is aiming for a fall 2026 window. Marvel's Wolverine will put players in the mutant chassis immortal boots of Quasi, sorry. It could be chassis.
Could be chassis with that adamantium skeleton.
Exactly. Quasi-immortal boots of plenty of superhero action. Several other X-Men characters have been confirmed to appear in the game as well, making it an exciting new Marvel release to look forward to in 2026. Like prior Insomniac titles, Marvel's Wolverine will initially release as a PlayStation exclusive on PS5. For now, these are the only Marvel and DC games with a confirmed 2026 release window. It's always possible that some other ongoing projects will emerge as we head into the year. After all, games like Marvel Cosmic Invasion or DC Worlds Collide have been revealed and released within the same year. But at the very least, superhero fans have these 4 gems to look forward to in 2026. Which Marvel and DC game are you most excited to see in 2026? Leave a comment below and join the conversation now here in the chat and here in the comments.
Yeah, well, as a big Wolverine fan, I wish I could say that I'm most excited for that game, but
no.
But after Insomniac Spider-Man 2,
That was mega woke.
I'll just safely put my bet on Marvel Tokon fighting souls or whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, guys, I know this actor, Liam, was it?
Liam McIntyre.
Yeah, I mean, I watched him in Spartacus. He replaced the main actor because unfortunately he passed away. He's a small guy,
Yeah.
not very masculine. He had to train for that role, but never really looked the part, never really trained that much. He was very below average, if you ask me. Just not a very manly guy. And they picked to model Wolverine's face to this guy. It's just not
Cool.
good. He has a narrow head. It's not wide like Wolverine should have a wide head with the, of course, the good square jaw and everything sharp as hell. This is soft. This is soft.
You know,
it doesn't look good.
They basically made that nobody's face. You know, it's literally like no one, or I mean, it could be anybody. Let's say.
Yeah, it could be
And
anybody.
Wolverine's original design by Dave Cockrum actually is placed as one of the most these distinctive designs in comic books. Immediately, no matter who is doing it, immediately when you see that face, you know, oh, that's Wolverine. You can't always say that with Peter Parker because he looks like a normal handsome guy, you know. But you can say, well, that's a normal handsome guy. But if you don't see the costume or something, you wouldn't be able to say, well, that's Peter Parker. You know, but when you see Wolverine, you know, oh, that's Wolverine. You
Yeah.
know. And what drives me nuts those days, I saw several articles from websites that actually said Marvel found the replacement of Hugh Jackman in the face of Liam McIntyre. And I say, what? And I was I even started to research to see did they actually cast him and also as the new Wolverine in the movie? No, it was for the freaking game, and they said that Jesus Christ, that's not the replacement. He just placed him in the freaking game.
Yeah.
We can't say that he replaces Hugh Jackman. It's as if you really say that that it's already recasted. I
Yeah.
hope they don't take him for the movies because you know.
No, he's too small. He's too
So,
small.
Yeah.
And just, not very manly. So, yeah, guys, if this is woke, it's gonna be so bad because the gameplay looks great, graphics looks great. The women probably going to look like absolute men crap thingies.
Yeah.
I don't know what
We
is that.
did cover the trailer.
I have no idea.
Did we cover that here or in the other channel?
Yeah.
Was it here? I think it was here.
Yeah,
But we did cover the trailer on one of the two channels, so you know.
it's okay. I really forget.
Should be here.
Here we stream on 2 channels right now, George.
Yeah. No, I think it was
It's
here.
on the gaming
I
channel.
think it was here.
Okay, guys. Next, if I'm
Should
gonna
we
try
do
to
the
squeeze
next
it.
or-
I'm gonna try to squeeze it.
Really? Okay.
Okay, so Marvel's Wolverine. Tell us what you
You
think in the
think?
comments. Are you excited? Are you not excited? And yeah,
Okay.
up next,
With that
Jim
being said,
Lee. Yes, with that being said, Jim Lee. Why DC will never use AI? AI doesn't dream, feel, or make art. It aggregates it. So, Jim Lee, we are not even officially begun here at New York Comic Con, but and I usually hate this sort of construction of a story, though it feels appropriate here. Jim Lee has already won the con thanks to his
impassioned speech about why DC Comics will never use AI.
impassioned.
Yes.
That's so weird to say somehow. I never seen it before actually in an article. During the annual Retailers Day, the president, publisher, and chief creative officer of DC Comics took the stage during the day, which is reserved for publishers and others to make a more business-forward approach than to pop culture fan focus of most of the rest of the con. While Lee was there as what is that?
Where is it? Because I was looking at the chat. Ostensibly.
Great.
Yes.
I know I'm sleepy, but that's I'm surprised by the words today.
I'm an English teacher. I have to read two stupid words all day long, you know. So ostensibly.
Ostensibly to talk about DC expanding plans into other formats like Webtoon during a longer speech that went blue sky viral almost immediately. Blech.
Yeah.
I hate blue sky.
Nobody likes it except
Yeah.
leftists.
When shared by the Beats Hedy McDonald, Lee explained why AI was No go for DC. That's the point, the smudge, the rough line, the hesitation. That's what makes my work come alive, Lee said. AI doesn't dream, feel, or make art. It aggregates it. Even more specifically, in the speech itself, via the beat, Lee expanded that DC Comics would not support AI-generated storytelling or artwork. Not now, not ever, as long as the piece and the piece and I are in charge. When it was received well online, as noted by uh, SKTH,
Yeah.
whatever,
SKTCHD,
yeah,
Legend
Legend
David
David Harper, it also was extremely well received in the room, cheering, which is good news that the assembled retailers, press, and other industry also aren't ceding ground to the plagiarism slob bots that are eating the internet and destroying our real world ecosystem. That's a bit of a misrepresentation here. I mean, sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. It
Yeah.
depends. It has a nuance. This is not the only truth to the matter. Comics XF contributor and podcaster Adam Reck gave a different take, posting that the stark difference between what Jim is saying here and what we got from the man in the hat playing around with the Geminis few weeks ago is stunning. Very refreshing to hear the most famous artist in comics speaks out publicly against AI, and if you don't know the context here, he's referring to Marvel editor Tom Brevoort, who came under fire back on August 31st for playing around with AI to generate logos for his blog. 2 weeks later, Brevoort put the newsletter blog on hiatus, though explained that it was because it was eating up too much of his time. He has yet to address the AI controversy. Back to Lee though, Reg is right. It is great to hear someone in charge of a company like DC is taking a strong stand, particularly as so many creators have started to waffle or say, yeah, I normally won't use AI, but just for comics is an art-driven medium. Jim Lee began and continues to be an artist, and like he says, the joy is in the flaws. It's not about creating something perfect, and most art is not. But what art is pure human expression. It can be quantified in in ones and zeros, and never will be. He's hoping his speech continues to inform DC decisions and leads the way for other publishers as well. Now,
Well, AI also doesn't make things perfect.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
actually, no.
Let's just talk about hands and fingers. And once I made a Superman with a third arm for no reason.
Yeah, coming out of his ass.
Coming out of his ass usually, or from another arm and things like that. You know, I love Jim Lee's art. By the way, that's he's my favorite comic book artist.
And we are both artists.
Exactly.
We both
artists.
draw
Yes, we
and
both draw.
paint, and we both think that he's amazing.
Yes, I also take photos with action figures in different poses, which turns out it's also art. You know, because you know the different people do that. But here you go. I actually find out that I can use AI for the background.
Yeah.
Because I can't always find, you know, a street that looks like Gotham to put my Batman figure on it. Where am I supposed to find street like that? You know? So it works like that way. I'm okay for them not using it for comic books. That should be drawn, you know, because really that's these are the artists. They can use it to edit stuff, you know, to
Yeah.
make some of the quality better. That would help to make some of the work that, for example, some backgrounds to be faster, to make it a bit easier for the artists. They don't have to work as much as with the manga, you know, the mangakas who actually are dying because of that. They could use it to make the process a bit easier, but the rest of the things should be done for that. That doesn't mean that we can't use it for other things, like covers. Covers, I think it's okay. I mean,
What do you mean
I would be
for
okay
covers?
to make the cover of the comic book.
But you have to draw the superhero, and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if it differs, how on earth you're gonna make the same as what
just
you would draw?
the cover. Maybe you draw the superhero, but the background of the cover to be something like that,
Mm,
which shouldn't.
I don't
be
know,
all that much.
George, because if it differs again from your style of drawing, it's gonna,
And that's the thing, yeah.
stand out.
There are
Okay.
now some that can make more consistent, but still, it still doesn't look so much alive, as we say. I have seen actually in some Bulgarian comic book groups people who start to post their comic books. It looks like a joke. It's made with AI, and it really it looks as if the person, not only that he's using not very good AI, but it looks as if they don't know how to give the correct prompts, because that's also art.
That's
People
also,
forget that.
yeah, that's also a very
Yeah,
tricky thing.
yeah.
Very.
But for now, really, I don't think it should be used for comic books all that much. So
Okay,
I'm
let me get
here with Ghibli.
let me just say my take, because I created a ton of things with AI by
Yeah.
this point. I'm using it since it's out, and as somebody that is again an artist, I have been drawing and painting since I was maybe 3, I don't know.
3.
For me, yes,
Okay.
in kindergarten. For
3
me,
years old, don't go to okay. 3 years old, don't go to kindergarten, George. What do
the
you mean?
pre-kindergarten then.
The what?
The before the kindergarten, you
Ah,
go
the
to
pre-kinder.
the
Okay.
other thing
Yeah.
that I don't know how it's
Okay.
called.
Okay.
Okay, never mind that. So the point is, guys, that I see, because I see the comments, sometimes people tell me that what I do is AI slop, which is absolutely a travesty to say, because I am here, I'm talking. When I write my Warhammer videos, sometimes it sounds like AI, but it isn't. I'm talking. It's not an AI voice. Sometimes I do use that for other videos that were experimental. It was very fun to change voices, and which was also art to do. But it's still me. I'm still doing that. I'm putting my mind and my thought and my idea and what I imagine visually in my head. I'm putting this, trying to make it happen, and I do for the most part make it happen. But because it's not a perfect technology, it's not perfect creation, but it's all me from that point of view. So it's me 50%, and the other thing, the AI, is a tool that I use to create this vision. So it's like when you use
A pencil.
a pencil, or you use like Photoshop to create something or draw something on a tablet, and then you see it digitally on the screen. But it doesn't take that much time. Now, this is only very good for stuff that you can do very fast. I will never say that you should draw comic books with AI. Like, absolutely never. I would say just draw them as they used to be. Never use AI. I would say never use AI for anything. But like he said, if there's everything is ready and is drawn, even the background, and then give that to AI and say just delete something that looks crappy.
Yeah. Some of the
Clean it up.
mistakes, clean it up.
That's the only thing I would use AI for. Just a tool like you would use for Photoshop, but it's like quicker and automatic. Not something that is so intrusive that is going to change the art and take the art away. I mean, the soul of the art. Just help the art and make it a bit cleaner. So that is it for comic books. The rest of what you can do with AI is amazing, and it could be a very useful tool. And what is really AI slop on YouTube, which YouTube has now been flooded by, are clips of different people that do ridiculous things. Like, for example, I saw today a video of Women's Olympics cleaning toilets. That was the discipline, like cleaning toilets, cleaning with the vacuum cleaner, like
Christ.
sweeping floors or whatever, washing machine, something like that. Everything that's so sexist that you associate with what women should do. It was the most sexist thing I ever seen in my life, and that's the AI slop. When you take when you create a prompt, you put it in Sora, create something super silly. That's a slop. That's just a prompt. You didn't do anything really. You just,
Or
I mean,
like
the prompt is okay, great. But I mean, the prompt is great, okay. But when you create like a whole video without using anything that's real in it, that's what I found to be a slop. Now, when I did my trailer for the channel, I used 20. I mean, I was basically, yeah, I used 20 different pictures of myself. So one image can be created of myself. With that image, I created different pictures. So that takes time and takes a lot of money, by the way. I gotta pay for all the generations. So I had to create all kinds of pictures of myself. Then I have to pay to another AI program to animate them. Have to know how to write that to animate them. Then I have to use my own editing skills to put everything together. Then I have to think about how to create the song. So I'm using AI for that. I'm writing to the AI what to do. And after the 20th song, one pops up that's like sounding great and it's great. Everything else was crap and a slop before that and didn't make any sense. Even to the point where the lyrics are not synced at all. It's like and slop slop slop. I'm like, what are you doing? You're so dumb.
Sure.
It's just an algorithm. It's just a tool, and when you use it to create something that can be used in a way that really is going to help you and just gonna supplement what you've already been doing, it's great because I don't have money to pay to a music artist.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't have time and the physical. I mean, I don't have the money and the time to create this trailer that I did in live action because people on the Pontius stream were complaining they've never seen me before. They have no idea what I stand for and who I am, and they're just judging me like, all right off the bat, it's AI slop. Calm down your tits, you know, guys. If I
Calm down your tits.
yeah, if I could have done this in real life, I would, but I can't. That will cost thousands. Just the front of the one armor, because I changed so many armors in that AI. Just one, like the front side. It will cost maybe 100, up to 100 level or more to be 3D printed. Not to mention you have to paint it. And then some capes should be made, different weapons, settings, the people that are there, the multiple armor of the humans, like of the soldiers, whatever. Whatever it is, this is not possible at all to any capacity. Even if I was Britney freaking Spears and had her money or Taylor Swift, to make such music video, it's almost impossible. Almost nobody invests that much money in a music video where you have so much clothes, so much armor, whatever, to look like a movie, to fit a particular universe, whatever. It's absolutely impossible. They wouldn't do it. And Taylor Swift is what, a billionaire? I'm sure that she wouldn't do it, let alone me. So people have no idea what it costs to be content creator, to make something that is good for, it's fun to do, to listen to, whatever. They have no idea, but
Or
they
to
judge.
be a cosplayer.
Yeah, or to be a
I have no
cosplayer.
idea why most people think that to be a cosplayer is a cheap thing.
No, that's one of the most expensive things ever, to be a cosplayer.
Absolutely.
It will take months to create one costume. You will pay thousands for the costume to appear like on one Comic Con for like
Even
2
if
seconds.
you're not going to make it, but you're going to buy it, they are expensive. They are expensive.
Already
costumes.
pre-made
If you
ones,
want good-
$2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on the
Exactly.
costume, of course, but
Yeah.
expensive.
I also, as I said, I use it to make the backgrounds of my photos with the figures because I really have no time to walk around the city looking for the best place like some people do, and some people also have those think about the light so that it doesn't have the light on it, they walk around with it. I have seen
How are you going to make
action
Gotham
figures reviews.
outside?
No idea.
And then you won't.
And still they go outside with their gigantic professional cameras and stuff like that, and then again after that you still have to use Photoshop or some other program to take away the stand or to move with the lightning. Hell, the AI just did this. So
Yeah.
here you go, it was a great tool. I'm still the one who is posing the figure. I'm still the one who has to find the best way for the
Still
figure
the one
to
who bought the
stand.
figure.
Still the one who bought the freaking figure. Yes, exactly.
You gave
So
the money for
I
the
already
figure.
gave the money
You
for
know how
that.
to pose the figure.
Yes, and now some people buy backgrounds. Jesus Christ, where am I going to put it? If I buy, how many backgrounds should I buy?
Yeah,
then,
for every picture you
No,
have like a 200 pictures by this
Yeah.
point of your superhero figures. You just put it in AI, it makes the
Exactly.
background like this.
Exactly, I can put
Amazing.
it wherever. I don't have to think, oh, but this will be at the back. No, it just takes everything. You tell him what you tell it, not him.
I mean, to
what
this
you
in
want, and here you
particular,
go.
guys,
Yeah.
the point is to to those examples that we gave, AI is a great tool that you can use. It benefits you, your life, makes it better.
Yeah.
It makes possible. Things are made possible, that's what I mean. Things that I never really thought that I can do, now I can do them. And that's the point. You use it, it's a tool. All the technology that ever came out, everybody are like, oh gosh, what we're going to do with this is horrible. And then we use it
And then
in
we
all
use
of
it,
those.
yes.
Now, the thing is that with AI, you have to be careful, you have to make sure that it's safe. All those things are concerns that are absolutely valid. We're just talking about what you can do that's really beneficial, and and that's it. And don't be like super, worried about
Don't
things that actually help. Be worried about the future if they can't control it or whatever, which is gonna be absolutely
Exactly, yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, don't replace the actors with that.
No.
Don't replace the comic book artists.
No.
Art should be art, but use it for
For like little
the
things.
little things. I think Jake said that his opinion is also like that is good, and that there are bad ways to use it. Exactly, much like any tool. I mean, just like
It's any tool.
just
yeah.
like again with art, you can make shit with a pencil.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you can literally make a butt print like Johnny Bravo in that episode and say that's art. So that's also slop.
That's a slop
That's
art.
also slop.
Yeah, that's a great example. How to
yeah.
make a complete slop
Exactly.
and call it art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But
Exactly.
people don't remember these things. I mean, there was literally like paintings that are nothing. They're nothing, those paintings. There's just a black screen.
You know
and
the-
people are like, whoa.
You
what's
know
a
that
black
in 2000 something there was an album with nothing.
Really?
An album, I mean a musical album with nothing.
Great.
Yeah, art, I suppose. It's let's say it like it's European movies.
It's all pretentious. So we had slop before, guys.
Like European movies.
We had slop before, we always do.
Yeah.
It's just that now we also have AI slop.
Yeah. But again, that depends on the people who use it. If you're going to use it to make slop, you're going to make slop with a pencil, with paint, with whatever. You can make slop with Photoshop. You can make slop like James Gunn is doing with the Superman and with the Peacemaker and with all his movies, coming back full circle to the first topic. And there you go.
Yeah. So James Gunn unveils DC 5 next live action movies
Oh, we're
and
doing
TV
this too?
shows. Yes. Here's
Okay.
Here's what's coming next in James Gunn's DCU after Peacemaker season 2. Well, you can shove it that Peacemaker season 2. It's so degenerate. Might as well just shove it in your ass because that is exactly where it belongs.
Nobody's
Where
watching
the
it.
sun don't shine.
Nobody's watching.
That
it.
is where it
by
belongs.
the way, I forget because the first topic when how much money? Because some people said it will make the money now in digital release and things like that. Nobody rented it, the movie digital. Nobody's buying it. I have seen several reviews of people who said whenever I go to Walmart or whatever, it's
sits
full
there.
stack of DVDs, steel cases, Blu-rays, whatever. Nobody's buying it. No one. The toys are still there. No, except.
At least this is great.
Yes.
I love that.
But you made that.
Yeah, I made it, by the way.
The toys, nobody's buying it. So here you go. So they won't make anything for it. And because of that, maybe some of these projects will fail too.
Let's talk. Yeah, let's continue with the slop. So James Gunn confirmed the next 5 movies and shows arriving in his DCU slate, including a cryptic HBO series tease. It's probably going to be about Clayface's ass.
I heard.
Because we want to see Clayface's ass.
We can see it in the Batman the Animated show. He's walking with no pants there.
Great.
Because he's Clay. When you
Great.
said the DC slate, I heard the DC useless.
The DC useless slate, including a cryptic HBO series tease under a year, and DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran are already 3 projects deep in the rebooted DCU slate. They're deep in Peacemaker's ass and Superman's I don't know what. The adult animated series Creature Commandos, who nobody watched,
Nobody
premiered
watched
on
it.
HBO Max in December 2024 and has already been renewed for season 2 because James Gunn has such a huge ego that even though nobody watches his shows, and this show in particular,
He's just greenlit.
he was still greenlit. Yeah. Superman made waves and earned acclaim in theaters in July, and Peacemaker season 2 is about to wrap up. Superman made waves. How?
How?
50% of the audience didn't go, and we know that
He's
now.
making waves because he was falling down the whole time.
He was falling down. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. James Gunn recently spoke with the Crew Call podcast and was asked what movies and shows fans can expect to see from DC.
I think you can go just to the
DCU.
projects because here is some small talk waiting.
Okay, after Clayface in response, the DC Studios co-CEO hinted that the TV project he adores, which means that it's probably going to be about his penis,
Probably.
that is set to follow alongside the already announced Man of Tomorrow, who is probably going to be about Superman having a harem and,
And Lex Luthor will be
100%
there, yeah.
Lex will be a closeted gay, like Grant
Yeah, like
Sereno
Grant Sereno
thinks
said.
that he is. Great.
Yes, and they're going to work together, and Superman will tell him, "You see, I told you that there is some good in you, though you keep a man in front of his face, but still, okay."
Okay, skipping the small
First
talk.
project, yeah.
First
okay.
project, Supergirl, who is drunk, looks horrible, and she curses like a sailor. Let's
Exactly.
always wanted to see whether was a little girl
I mean,
representation of Supergirl who curses and behaves like a drunk, stupid bitch. And she is.
I think I read somewhere that James Gunn also couldn't exactly handle that character. So the moment he read Tom King's stupid comic book,
He can't handle any character that
know,
has meaning.
and the idea of how she's going depressed around different planets to drink and things like that, because he could never understand the idea how can she become a character a hero if her mission actually kind of failed because she arrived after Kal-El here. And I said, what is it so hard to understand? He gives her the hope and say, Kara, you have the same powers as me. You can also be a hero.
Yeah.
You didn't fail just because you didn't raise him and by being first hero and things like that. No, you have the same freaking powers. You still have meaning.
Thomas, who says who was the one that made Batman v Superman? That was Zack Snyder.
Yes.
Okay, so this year next 5 movies shows after Peacemaker Season 2 confirmed. Supergirl June 26, 2026. Arriving just 1 year after the DCU's first movie, Superman focus will shift to another Kryptonian in June 2026. Supergirl, an adaptation of the Woman of Tomorrow comic storyline that Tom King wrote, which is degenerate. So it's no wonder that he picked exactly that.
Exactly.
Production has already wrapped on Supergirl, making the proper debut for Millie Alcock, Girl of Steel, after her drunken cameo in Superman. She will be joined on her intergalactic sci-fi adventure by Crypto and the young Ruti? What? I don't care.
That's a character from the stupid comic book.
Great. Directed by Cruella Craig Gillespie and written by Anna Nogueira, the Woman of Tomorrow adaptation will take Kara Zor-El to the cosmos as she faces off with Jason Momoa's Lobo and Matthias Schoenaerts, Cream of the Yellow Hills. What the hell is that? Am I reading a Netflix show?
Lobo is put inside this project just because they want to introduce Lobo. He is not in the comic book.
I hope she doesn't bang Supergirl or something.
I hope not.
Because by that point I expect that they're gonna bang.
And again, Jesus Christ, those names mean nothing to anybody. Because that comic book was written last year. Why are we adapting a story that is not an iconic story? Why are we adapting that, James Gunn? Just because you want to see Supergirl drunk, right? It's just because it's intergalactic adventure. She goes to different planets and he said, "Oh, I can pull off my Guardians of the Galaxy card here and do pretty much the same thing."
Great.
Not excited at all.
No.
As we say.
Now we come to Lanterns, early 2026. Like, why is
Hal Jordan looking like bum?
Why is he my grandfather?
Christ.
Come on. Oh, I mean, I love this actor. I always forget his
Kyle
name.
Chandler.
Yeah, he was like the one with the paper TV show.
Oh, with the newspaper, yes. Tomorrow's newspaper.
Yeah, it was actually legendary in Bulgaria at one point. But, I mean, he looks great for his age. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He barely aged since I know him since I was a kid. But the point is that why? We need a young Green Lantern. I mean, the other guy is fine. He's handsome.
The other guy is fine, yes.
But why this guy?
I mean, they could have been. By that point, I think he's going to be. He's just going to be the old grizzled Hal Jordan, and he has to train the other one, Jon Stewart. But why not both of them being young and work together and have both of them?
Yeah,
You know,
how
I
can
like
you?
both of them. Yeah, I'm not black. I like Jon Stewart as Green Lantern. I don't mind him or
He's
anything like
very
that.
handsome,
You
that
know,
guy.
yeah, and I like the actor. He looks great. Why not having them both? How these are two of the best Green Lanterns. You know, the most famous, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Not freaking Guy Gardner or whatever. Just,
Thomas, just give us a
you
second
know.
here. We're gonna reply. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly go over this. So fans will be waiting until early 2026 for the DCU Next HBO series and the much anticipated Lanterns. Who anticipate that? They're not even in their costumes,
They're not even
which will
costumes, yeah.
introduce Aaron Pierre's Jon Stewart and Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan and bring back Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, who
Yeah.
absolutely nobody cares about
Yeah.
because he's a freaking simpleton.
Yeah.
HBO's 8-episode Green Lantern show will see its heroes drawn into dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland.
Jesus Christ.
What is how is that connected to Green?
Jesus Christ, Green Lanterns are intergalactic police officers. How are you going to put them in a show that's George? This is just like a this is just like the freaking Masters of the Universe when they put the He-Man on Earth
Put them in a
because
hole by
effects and
this
things like
point.
that. Then why do you
On
make
Earth.
it a TV show? Just make a movie with
Chickens.
big budget and make it better than the last one. But put them on Noah so that he trains for a Green Lantern.
Yeah, like the planet
know,
of the Green
the planet of
Lanterns.
the Green Lanterns,
Anyone? James
yes.
Gunn? No,
No.
okay. It's
Doesn't know that.
ridiculous.
He just wants to put Guy Gardner because he's the
Shove
only one
it.
who cares.
Shove it.
Up.
Up,
Yes.
up your arse, James Gunn. Horrible. So another show, another spitting on the original characters. Lander season 1 was in production from February to July 2025, with the first on-screen look at the DC Jon Stewart already public as fans await a trailer. Okay, but the fact that they made Jon Stewart old means that they want to make fun of him, emasculate him, and just push the new guy so the old guy can be like, I wasn't that great in my young years. I wasn't that great.
in my days,
But
when I
you can do it. You're better than me.
better than
You're black. And I'm not.
Oh,
You're definitely better, man.
I was privileged once, but now
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That's why he's old, and that's disrespect to me.
yeah.
And now Clayface, which is Ass, September 11, 2026. Ass, this looks
Clayface.
like Nurgle.
It
Nobody
looks like
cares.
something that Clayface pooped actually.
Yeah, this is studios. Nobody cares. So I'm gonna read this as nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And continue to Men
I mean,
of Tomorrow.
as far as projects that take the villain to show me his sympathetic story and things like that, I say, cool, do that, but in a Batman movie. Let it be a Batman movie. This is the villain. Show his origin while Batman is there so that he fights him in perfection. I don't want to see him without a Batman. No, I don't care how much of a good story you can make or things like that. Needs to be the villain. The Batman needs to be there. Otherwise I'm just going to say only one thing, and that word will shatter all the universes. Craven the Hunter. Yeah.
All
Those
right.
are 3 words actually, but still.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Good. We go.
So that thing's gonna be a mockery, Man of Tomorrow,
Man of
obviously.
Tomorrow,
It's not even going to be about Superman, it's gonna be about Lex, and Superman is not supposed to be about Lex, damn it.
No.
He's not
Also,
the
James Gunn
center.
confirmed that they're going to be full stack of other heroes because he's going to do his Guardians of the Galaxy again. So Superman will be there, but it will be,
Like,
Superman
in
and
James
his merry
Gunn's
gang
ass.
in James Gunn's
In
ass.
James
Yes,
Gunn's ass.
everybody else will be there, including his ass. Probably, I'm not going
100%.
to be surprised if James Gunn has a camera or something there like that.
100%.
So yeah.
100. Okay. So real quick, that would seem to rule out only Booster Gold and Paradise Lost as this mystery project, but also the Mr. Miracle and Blue Beetle animated series, which is reportedly eyeing for 2026 premiere ahead of official announcement. Blue Beetle movie was horrible. And James Gunn said that's amazing. It was horrible. I don't know what Mr. Miracle is. Booster Gold could be fun, but he was gonna make a mockery out of it again. Super silly, ridiculous, immature, whatever. I don't care. We're done.
Mr. Miracle is a great character, but they're not going to do anything great with him.
We are
So,
done. We're done.
exactly.
Okay, let's check the chat, guys. So we have absolutely no hope for this, if you haven't noticed, because
I think
James
they were
Gunn.
talking about food again.
Yeah, James Gunn already proven that everything is ass, and nothing can be made if it's not ass.
Exactly. If it doesn't have orgies, harems, and stuff like that, yeah.
So yeah, Thomas says Zack Snyder was he any good? Well, to us, yes.
To us,
To
yes.
us, yes.
Yeah.
I hope he wasn't the one who made Desert Flash movie. No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Totally different guy made it, and James Gunn still said that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Logan, can you recommend any urban legends of or mythological tales of Bulgaria?
Well, we do have a lot.
Yeah,
But
like Samo divas that are
yeah.
ladies in the forest that attract you, and then they do something.
Kind of kill you.
Kind of kill you. Okay.
Yes, we do have werewolves too. We do have the Zmei, which is actually like a dragon, but a bit different. It can actually turn into human.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think it's rather it was like more like a protagonist than antagonist actually. I can recommend you if you want. There is a Bulgarian game about one of our folklore and mythological heroes, Kari Marko, who essentially has super strength. Game is called Marco Beyond Brave. It's 2D game like pretty similar to Hollow Knight, by the way. And you might like it. You also support the Bulgarian studio if you get it. So you know it's a good game if you like things like Hollow Knight. It's not that hard as Hollow Knight actually, but you do have similar mechanics and graphics and feeling. Of that, you're going to hear great Bulgarian-esque music there. So that's something that we can recommend. Or read about Clary Marco, as I told you. This is like our superhero. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, guys. It's very late.
Oh, Thomas says I have a mythological sleeve tattoo on my leg and I want to add Bulgarian mythology.
Oh, cool. Maybe some divas.
Maybe some divas, yeah, really, or some of our Shivica,
Yeah.
which could be tattooed. How is Shivica?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how it's. There is something on our traditional clothes. It's called shevica. It's basically like embroidery, like symbols and stuff.
Imagine like the thingy that the Irish people have again, like a sign, something like that.
That's very cool. Da Vinci says Clayface should be the spokesman for McDonald's. Yes. Jake says, what are they trying to do? A DC superhero's vision of Breaking Bad, and what the duck is this premise? Oh, it's worse than Breaking Bad.
because they're not even doing. None of those slates has actually exciting projects because it's none about their coolest heroes. You should make better Superman. You should make better Batman. You should make a Wonder Woman movie. You know, the big hitters. Yeah.
Exactly. Why is Typhus invading the DC universe is my something? Is Nurgle trying to tell us it's a rotten corpse? Yeah, it's a rotten corpse of DC.
Also, James Gunn is making explanation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Now, guys, I want to see if I can rate someone
From the other channel.
from the others, but okay, we can rate the common. I'll try to rate him from both channels.
He's still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it, guys. I don't know. I think I can't rate from this channel, but it's because I haven't activated that. Let's see how to activate it. We can do it live.
We can do it live, yeah.
I think it's something very quick. Activate rate on YouTube. How to rate? Oh yeah, watch that video. It's very short.
So it will tell you actually.
They do call it, but there are a few things you need to find the tab that says settings.
All right. So we first go to settings. Let's see if we are allowed to do this.
On this channel.
Let's see in real time. So settings.
And click on that. And then once you're there, you want to go down to community.
Okay.
Which one is that here in Bulgaria?
I don't think that's here. Actually, I think it's first here. then here,
Uh-huh.
and then
Should
here.
be here. Yeah, this one.
And then after that, scroll down until you see live redirects.
Ah,
Mhm.
let's see. Ah, we should put that on. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not here. Oh, I think
It's
it's...
none of those
Oh,
places.
hold on. Da, 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 da. Prende solčane.
Is it this one? Bear with us, guys.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, let's see what she clicked on. It's automated filters. Community automated filters. So it should be here. Ahaha. Yeah, every channel can redirect to my whatever it is. Let's see now if we can do it. Let's see now if we have it.
Yes, you Finch with us, Finch. Exactly.
I think I have to reload the page. And let's see if now we have it.
Double right. Also, don't forget, if you didn't subscribe to the superhero channel, guys, we do need just a bit more to 500.
I still don't have it somehow, but that was definitely the settings. Let's see what she does.
All channels, yeah, which you did.
If you want all channels to do that, or just channels that you're subscribed to can redirect to your content, or you can specify what channels you want to redirect to your content. So I like to have all channels can redirect to my content. And then once that is clicked and done, when you create your live, I have set up,
Yeah, that's it, that's it. Okay, then we're gonna try to redirect. Okay, hold on.
Can it actually happen when it's from 2 channels? Or?
Yeah, of course it can.
Oh.
But I don't think that I'm gonna see now these. Yeah, there's just no such function yet because the stream was probably created before that. So, I can rate the. I can rate the opposite. No, I can't. I can't. I thought to move to whatever. Okay, guys. So I just wanna go help my amazing colleague, the common nerd. So this is what I want to do. So let's do it. I'm just gonna send you a link to what he's streaming, and you can just go there through the link and just say Empress Raid, and that's it. If I can only find his damn stream. Oh, he's not on this channel. I forgot.
Yeah, he's on the other one.
Yeah, he's on the other channel. Sorry, guys, for the chicken nuggets, for the absolute testicle of a technical difficulty. That should be on a t-shirt.
Absolute testicle of a technical difficulty.
Yes.
Absolute technical.
Absolute technical.
Of a testicle difficulty.
Of a testicle difficulty. Oh boy, that's so funny. I mean, for some reason, I don't see the stream. Maybe he's ended it.
Really?
Well, that's gonna be a huge bummer if he really. Let's see. The common nerd. Oh, he's here.
Ah, here we go.
Oh no. So yeah, the internet is full with AI trailers of Tai Chi and
Now
stuff.
that's AI stuff.
Now that is a slop. It's horrible scam. Don't trust them at all. They also tell you that they're gonna find your spiritual guide or whatever. It's just a slop. So okay, please guys, go and say hi to the common nerd guys from me. So with that being said, I have to go prepare for the morning stream. I gotta go sleep, guys. We're gonna play Bolt Gun. Logan has to be here this time. It's very important.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I go to sleep so that I can come here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Like we say. So thank you so much, guys. Love you. Until next time, with me, the 40K Empress and Logan. Bye bye.
The 40k Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires,